And they said leave it exactly how it is. We don't need bans. So I guess everybody has a different take. All right, one card on the bottom for 4-color control, and we're underway. Looks like a Flooded Strand pass. Turn 1 Delver for Roland. Urion revealed on the control side.
How many lands does they cast playing?
16.
But I mean,
All right, Delver flips. Nope. No flip.
Last game, I used 3 tunes in a row.
Jesus. That's a lot of tools, especially against Delver. Dude, I'm so
Are those of you watching fine with no changes to Legacy in the ban updates? Is there anyone upset about that they would like to share?
Oh yeah, so
Cycle Larian?
All right, a cycle of Lorien revealed. And we'll see what the control deck digs up here. Tropical Island. Very nice. Yeah, Legacy is fine. I think Legacy is just fine right now. No changes were needed. I would have been shocked if there was something was changed. All right, Bolt on top. Flips over the Delver.
Thank you for reminding me.
three 600 dice.
Odds is a 1/1. Evens is a +1/+1 onto the beer. Even, odd. This gets 2.
Second. Cycle of Lorien.
And a passive.
And a turn. Flash in. Sorry. Dress down.
Wow, imagine Up the Beanstalk had Flash. Dress down, getting flashed in, end of turn. They should have gave Up the Beanstalk Flash, I think, maybe. Seath says, I think they felt forced to ban beans if they touched scam somehow in their minds. First and second most played powerful. That makes sense. All right, here's Uro. It will stick around. No abilities. Okay, in response to the fetch to pay for the first days, we're getting another days here. Roland will counter this Uro. Makes sense not to give an opportunity to find the land before casting the second days. That's a snow-covered plains there.
you gotta take one from the first. So you should be 15 out of 14. Sure.
Exactly.
3 in hand?
4, 5. 5 in
Enter.
It seemed like Bowmasters and the One Ring were in the discussion for possible bans in Modern, at least recently, but has that simmered down? Are those cards considered fine in Modern now, in your mind? Insectile Aberration gets in there.
4 cards.
White-black scam with Ephemerate in Modern? That's possible. Scamming Solitudes instead. Doesn't seem as crazy as a 4-powered double striker that eliminates multiple creatures potentially.
Yeah,
Go to 18 and draw. I'll define as well land we play.
Solitude feels very defensive in comparison to Fury, at least.
Tunnel?
Yep.
Take it.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So I should. You gotta shoot first, right? So
You got me.
Great.
Well played. It was a very good match.
you can.
Currently 1/1. Okay, you have
So you know.
4, 5 instants, a land, and a sorcerer. Okay. Okay.
That was like a very rare feat. Actually, first time.
All right, so no Delirium for Roland here. Just going to be a 1/1 Dragon's Rage Channeler. Up the Beanstalk. We were just talking about this card.
Doesn't have green on it.
I do wish that that was the other one right now, the Sultai one, but it is what it is. Alright, untap.
Go to Texas.
Play the green switch. Green.
Swords to Plowshares on Delver. Sawatari, thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybody. We are just getting started on today's stream, I would say. And stick around. Later on, we'll be watching some matches with Andrea Mingucci, who just jammed some games at the shop with us here in New York City. So, a good day to hang out with us.
Force, pitch negation, trigger.
Okay, so Force of Will, pitching Force of Negation on the Spell Pierce to protect Delver from a Swords to Plowshares. And an Up the Beanstalk trigger on the stack as well.
Attempt to resolve force on spell pierce. So this is. You're taking. You're at 22. Because you gain 3. Yeah. And then it now has Delirious because of the creature, correct? Correct. So you're at 6.
All right, so the Delirious Dragon's Rage Channeler, Delirious as of right now. It wasn't when attacks were declared. And life total's getting low for control. The dress down into Uro was cute, but I'm not sure that was what. Yeah, I don't know. All right, here's a Ponder Shuffle happening. Blitzing card. Thanks for the sub with Prime. Appreciate that.
Oh, I didn't see the joke. Yeah.
PVDH is in the chat. PVDH just keeps breaking the format, folks. Just won a top 8 match in our webcam legacy league with a Luchery pile with attractions. Broke the format in half, I would say, is the best way to put it. All right, Uro escapes. And it looks like it's going to resolve.
It's a game show. It's just a game show.
Pass turn.
Actually, during your draw step,
No, sorry. I thought I missed a turn. So.
Yeah, I'm binding trade the
You're one of the first ones. This is a ultimate fight. Have fun.
Trigger off the beam, ETV, target.
It's going to be difficult to race this Uro with a 3-power creature. Roland will have to remove it to have a chance in this game. As of right now, only one Swords to Plowshares in the graveyard, so Uro, if it dies, would take some effort to escape. Looks like only 2 cards in hand. No, 3 cards in hand for both. 3 cards in hand for both. Otto, thank you for the resub 11 months. Appreciate that.
Get a Mystic Sanctuary.
Mystic Sanctuary.
Targeting Source of Plowshares.
Sure. Swing. 3 at face, 1 at the third.
Get the life, draw the card.
Yep.
7. Draw.
Uro gets to attack. Draws the swords.
Mystic Sanctuary, target ring.
Ah, the One Ring. We were just talking about this card a moment ago. Haven't seen it as frequently in Legacy these days, I feel. It's also subsided in Legacy quite a bit.
I'm down to 4.
15.
A bolt in response.
2.5. Activate.
Okay, activating the One Ring. The One Ring offering protection for a turn. And after that, a potential bolt on upkeep next turn could end the game. Definitely have to be careful. Okay, there is no damage coming through. Dragon's Rage Channeler does have to attack.
Upkeep. Take 1. I'm down to 3. Go to draw.
Okay, seems like Roland doesn't have the bolt. Attack for 6. Uro will gain some life.
Yeah, I missed a swing then, didn't I? Okay.
So we're at 10 to 3.
Okay. 16 and then 10, yeah. And then I'm gain a life, 6. Draw. Land off Uro. Land for turn. Pass.
Didn't draw cards off the One Ring that turn. Maybe it feels risky.
That's a bus ride. Yeah.
Up to Swords to draw.
I'll name 4.
Hard casting Force on the swords.
Trigger on the stack.
None.
Brainstorm.
Okay, so we're responding to the Surveil with a Brainstorm.
Force of negation.
Land binding trade the B-side.
Okay, Force of Negation. Roland scoops it up. Roptimus Prime with a big message for us. Popping into the live stream to say hi while watching on YouTube. Easier to watch that way because I constantly need to pause and essentially watch in 3 to 5 minute bursts while at work. Thanks for the great Legacy content. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching in 3 to 5 minute bursts. Appreciate it. You're allowed to watch in 3 to 5 minute bursts. I would say that's allowed.
Oh, I'm gonna get so punished for not mining my mana. Freaking tricky. I don't want to play next.
After I signed it on my oh man, this guy.
Yeah, I think I would have been fine.
All right, there's a ponder for Roland.
Attack you through it because you would have spent 4 mana, and they only would have given you next 3 life. I think.
Do I think Oops won in Japan because everyone is too focused on Bowmaster decks? I don't think it won the whole tournament. I think it just went undefeated in the Swiss. Either way, it's possible that it did well because people were focused on the wrong things. I don't know. I feel like Legacy in a place right now, like, it wouldn't surprise me if a deck like, I don't know, I just like completely blanked. Right, like Maverick won the North American Championship. Like that wouldn't surprise me at all. It's pretty hard to predict what will happen. Fourth Leaf, thanks for the sub with Prime. Appreciate that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm more like aggro mid-range.
All right, here's a Delver of Secrets for Roland. Maybe we'll see the old Delver of Secrets bobble trick. And that's exciting. All right, Terminus maybe ruins the whole thing. Arafora says, wanted to drop by and send love from the Bizarre Boxes crew. Thank you. Shout out to Bizarre Boxes.
Yeah.
Will Terminus resolve? Savannah.
For what I do. It's like some things is why I make here. However, the things I want better blocks.
Sorry.
So it's like again, I want better blocks than that.
Kevin, Judge.
Just accidentally drew an extra card. The Terminus was the draw for turn.
So he drew an extra card. It was Terminus trigger. That was his draw for the turn. Terminus trigger was the draw for the turn, and then he drew an extra card after that. After he went to his main phase.
Do you know any information? Other information?
Nope. He stuck in his hand briefly, but I think he took it. I think that was the one that was brought out back out.
And just shuffle it in.
You go ahead and shuffle it.
All right. So, the extra card will be shuffled back in, and we will be submitting all the footage to the DCI for review.
Let's see. Check out what you got.
This is why I don't
All right, so it's Roland's turn now. Let's see what Roland has. Just had the board wipe happen. Just a Delver, all alone, put on the bottom of the library. Time to put more threats on the board. All right, a replacement Delver is a good start.
This is very interesting.
I have my sideboard cards, but everything else is set. Let's see what I have.
And a Ponder. Ponder resolves.
You still have initiative though, so you have to do go to the next one.
Waste on Savannah. And Mishra's Baubles. All right, we might see the Mishra's Bauble trick after all. Very exciting. This event that we're watching right now is not competitive rules enforcement level. It is regular people. Enforcement level. Carpet of Flowers, that's a good one. Alright, and using the mana and second main phase up the Beanstalk comes in successfully. If you're watching this later, Up the Beanstalk was banned in Modern today. And that's interesting. Insectile Aberration. Monk is here in the chat. Can't believe that we're live on a Monday. Murktide Regent. That card's still legal in Modern. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Force Pitching Ponder.
One color is floating, plus 2 more.
Yep.
Before the trigger resolves, I'm going to. You have how many cards? 3. Taking one more.
Alright, so the Beanstalk trigger is on the stack. Spell Pierce on Force of Will to protect Murktide.
So last time I did the one that just counter.
So you'll be your trigger.
Alright, looks like Murktide is in there. How big is it? 5/5. Alright, Carpet of Flowers plus Beanstalk is pretty good. Making blue mana, Uro. Uro also really good.
17. Draw. Land off Uro.
Won't be able to escape Uro this turn, but next turn definitely. Gonna fetch now.
I wonder if I did completely wrong or right thing. I know I played right, but
I can't tell you.
I know. Hold on. Let me read
I guess I'm still technically alive.
Using the blue. Another Beanstalk.
Okay.
Ooh, another Beanstalk. Yeah, Beans is still alive in Legacy, folks.
That's 5, 8. I'm at 8.
Alright, a big attack for 8 for Roland. It gets through. And a single turn left on the clock if these creatures can't be dealt with. No white mana open. Ooh, Price of Progress. That could end the game. And it does. Oh, wow. Okay.
I definitely could have actually. Kept four
Fairies is so much less of a problem for me now that I have card.
Yeah, clown card
Those
also.
rogue 1/1s or the vehicle stick around just quickly go and smack it.
Yeah, it's like whatever. But you have enough one with the also the what's the other card? Patches. Like I can't bounce this on the
No,
turn.
so like I don't.
Will there be a long wait for the next webcam league? No, it will not be a long wait.
Is the way you're going for that, so I agree.
Like yeah, I could prefer wasteland.
We have a webcam legacy league in our Discord server. Players around the world playing matches, people spectating. It's all exciting. Go find the links for our Discord server if that's something you're interested in. Even just as a spectator, I think it's fun.
Stop the creatures. The only thing would be like.
But it's important to win the counter spell fight over Terminus.
But the thing is, if I'm casting Terminus on my own turn,
All right, sounds like Roland has a turn 1 DRC to compete with this Carpet of Flowers. The extra mana over time will accumulate an advantage for the control.
Arrow is not a reliable way to run me down. I think you still want the 104. Just for your win.
All right, make a mana from Carpet, cast Ponder. Ponder shuffle. Shuffling and cutting.
okay. I think I more or less agree. Plus, like, if you take enough damage of your agents at some point, like top 10.
The thing is, like, the whole point is just to get me to nothing to the point where then we just the whole game plan is to grind.
All right, Pyroblast into the graveyard for Roland. Now resolving a Ponder.
Because I definitely like the only one I was sus on was Lavinia.
Because you don't want to take out the forces, especially when you're in game.
No, that's a good point. Because like I was definitely missing them. Obviously, I kept the one laner, so it's hard to say. But like, I think just
So, like, I'm really leaning towards these three. Like,
those are pretty easy. I'm not wasting walking you out of the game. You're not wasting me.
yeah. So like, I think this is how I do it. I would maybe potentially even do the second row instead of the force evaluation. But definitely these two are up, but like could be 2 rows, it could be this.
Who's favored in this matchup? I would say Control.
Fourth. I would definitely do the 104 thing there because like just your way to actually win.
Delver of Secrets for Roland. Carpet making some mana. Thinking about putting Urion in hand, it looks like. Yeah, the longer the game goes, Control will just get more and more ahead.
Using 2 blue, Yorion to hand. Sure.
All right, Urion goes to hand. Could potentially cast it next turn using Carpet mana. Pyroblast revealed on top. Okay, that's pretty good news for Roland now that Urion is in hand. No sign of Uro so far. No sign of Beanstalk stuff so far. Looks like a fetch before draw.
Plus,
Maybe a removal spell getting fired off here. Swords to Plowshares. Oh, just getting a Snow Island. Okay.
Yeah, but there's like so many side events too. There's like there's the 40 high roller.
what is that?
It's an expensive entry. I don't remember what it's expensive.
Blue Elemental Blast on the DRC. All right, that resolves.
Drops. Is it all 10? No, because it goes down to like top 16, so it's like the last 4 are each getting like a scrub level.
Oh, I see.
I feel like what happens a lot with those.
Yeah, PVDH is exactly right. Bant-based control decks exist because they're great against tempo. great against Delver. Insectile Aberration attacks. Looks like the phone was a little bit outdated as far as life totals, but now it's up to date.
NC are practically equal cost. So one of them, okay, I'll take 2. I would rather the season the vault so that Quintus. Well, I would my dream scenario would be 2 C's, 2 vaults. If I show each playset. If I had to pick one or the other, probably C's, just because like there's the only things on the
All right, Dragon's Rage Channeler number 2. Replacing the first. What else? Ponder now. Leaf, thanks for the sub. Looks like a first-time sub. Appreciate it.
I almost printed it into water and I take in Modern Horizons too. It's just like, especially since we're about to print Dice Oracle, it's like, what? Were you guys smoking?
Yeah, I would say from the Delver side, you have to get a little bit aggressive if you're gonna win. You can't like play a land pass forever that you'll lose the game. Leaf says long time YouTube watcher, first time Twitch viewer. Thanks for the great content. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the real show. And Harry Houdini has just gifted 4 subs. 79 now on the channel for Harry Houdini. Number 6 on our all-time leaderboard now. Thank you, Harry. Appreciate that. Moved up to number 6. Amazing. Harry, one of our best people. All right, looks like Urion's about to hit the stack. It's probably going to get blown up at some point by Pyroblast, I guess. Unless there's a way to protect it. It's very vulnerable. Nothing getting blinked, which is a little sad. Alright, an upkeep fetch for Rollins. Scott says, my tokens just came in the mail. I have lived in shame for too long. Thank you, Scott, for everything you've done. Wow, big time review just came in from A-Rock. Best legacy content on the interweb. Wow. That's huge. That might be our best review yet. Best on the interweb? All right, there's that Pyroblast. Surveil.
Force pitch stress down. 12.
All right, force pitch stress down to protect Urion, who will be a pretty good blocker. Potentially. All right, Pyroblast is countered. Surveil. Maybe leaving it on top? Nope. Mishra's Bauble into the yard. That turns on Delirium, I believe, which is not good for this DRC. If Roland has a Bolt, could potentially kill Urion. Foil Clown Cars, foil tokens for 8cast? I dig it. That sounds like something we should be doing.
Surgical, targeting force surveil.
Surgical on Force of Will Surveil. Interesting. That reveals a hand of Pyroblast and a fetch. Fourth Leaf says this channel got me into Legacy like a week ago. Since then, I've ordered a deck based on Phil's Miracles. Wow. Diving right in. That's awesome. It only took 1 week, and Fourth Leaf was like, let's do this. Diving right in there. That's awesome.
Let's see. So, yeah, Pyroblast and Misty in the hand. That's a rail trigger. Okay. We go to Pyroblast.
Discard up to 2 cards.
1 week of 90s MTG, and we're doing this. We're doing this. Let's do it.
I was like, yeah, probably. I don't know how it works. Judge?
All right, someone in the background is calling for a judge, and we hope everything goes well with that. All right, attacking here. Attacking into Urion.
Oh, yeah.
I'll block the DRC.
Building Turbo Muxus too. Nice.
Jack. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no damage. What's your name? Phil. Nice to meet you. So, take 3.
All right, take 3 from the Delver. The Delver is potentially vulnerable to the Power Blast in hand for control. There's a Bolt to finish off Urion. The Bolt is safe, so using the Surgical to check the hand to see if that play was possible. Good play by Roland. All right, Power Blast blows up Insectile Aberration. Oh yeah, I was sitting next to that judge call, Fury versus Fiend Artisan thing. Fiend Artisan died. Counterbalance for Roland. That could be somewhat relevant. A lot of the mana values in these decks line up. Yeah, we were talking about the banned and restricted list as we started the stream today. It seems like people are happy with it. Do we have anybody who's really angry about it? You know, I don't look at Twitter or X, whatever that crap is called now, much at all compared to what I used to. But, you know, whenever these ban announcements come out, there'll be people that tweet like, I am so effing pissed at... I just mute them. It's immediate mute.
No, right?
You're just like, wait, you're up here, and I need you to bring it. You just bring it all the way down to a mute.
Right.
Yeah, because like that resolves.
Yeah. All right. Resolve the pod.
Yeah, I'm excited for Smuggler's Copter, even though I haven't played much Pioneer. At least not recently. Teferi. That's Teferi.
I'm gonna first fetch. I'm gonna get Pyroblast on top. I'm gonna get a Mystic Sanctuary. I'm down to 7.
Okay, grabbing a Mystic Sanctuary to put Pyroblast back on top. Then it looks like Teferi is going to go down to 2 for some reason. And we'll see what happens with that situation.
Then,
okay, Teferi is on 4, and now bounces counterbalance. Okay.
second main, nothing cast.
So no Rin mana open to cast Pyroblast here. So we'll see if Roland just redeploys the counterbalance. Counterbalance not affected by Teferi's static ability, so Roland will still be able to counter stuff with counterbalance if it stays on the board. With a 1 on top, the Pyroblast could be shut off. Oh, Price of Progress ends the game again at exactly 8 life again. Oh man.